that have been outstanding in this country for quite some time.
Bonjour tout le monde.
The time has come to bring
Good morning, everyone.
A letter from Jonathan in Ontario. He wrote to me because he's concerned that Canada is on track to end up like the UK or France, where they're facing skyrocketing cases of COVID-19. For Jonathan, he's thinking first and foremost of the lives of the people around him. Jonathan closes his letter by saying, "Whatever needs to be done. I value the economy, but I value my own friends, family, and fellow citizens' lives first." Thank you, Jonathan, for reaching out. I understand what you're saying, and I totally agree. But here's the thing. By putting the health of your friends, family, and fellow citizens first, you're actually doing the very best thing to protect the economy, too. We don't have to choose. We just have to act. On Saturday, Quebec, Ontario, Saskatchewan, and Alberta all saw record-breaking new cases. Dr. Tam has warned that this may mean hospitals soon reach a breaking point. In Nunavut, there have been outbreaks, too. As the government of Nunavut announced on Monday, a territory-wide lockdown will go into effect tomorrow morning. No one wanted to see this news, but it was a possibility we had to be ready for. Our government has provided a 3-month supply of personal protective equipment to Nunavut, just like the other territories, so communities are prepared if bad weather delays shipments. We've also provided funding through the Safe Restart Agreement, as well as additional direct support for communities through the Indigenous Community Support Fund. The federal government will continue to support the people of Nunavut, just like we will for all Canadians. That's exactly what I told the premiers when we met last week. At the same time, though, I also reminded them that resources are not infinite. Depuis mars,
Since March, we have sent over 312 million articles of personal protective equipment to the provinces and territories, including masks, gloves, shirts, and face coverings. We've also sent close to 12 million swabs and hundreds of ventilators. This adds to the contribution of over $25 billion that we have given to the provinces and territories to support Canadians throughout the country. Whether it's been through the Safe Restart Agreement or a fund for a safe return to school or transfers for essential workers, healthcare, and the North, we are making sure that Canadians are getting the funds that they need. We're continuing to prepare to distribute a safe and efficient vaccine throughout the country as soon as it's ready. On this topic, yesterday we received new encouraging news about a second possible vaccine, this one produced by Moderna.
Canada has already secured tens of millions of doses of the Moderna vaccine candidate, along with a wide range of other promising options. Like Pfizer-BioNTech, Moderna has already submitted their vaccine candidate for Health Canada review, an important step in assessing efficacy and safety. This is good news, but remember, a vaccine can only protect you once you've gotten the shot. So until that happens, we all need to double down to get this second wave under control. Particularly speaking to young people, this virus might seem like it's more of a concern for your grandparents than for you. But even if you're young and healthy, getting COVID-19 can be incredibly serious. It could leave you with heart and lung issues, or it could cost you your life. I don't say this to scare you. I say this because we need to be honest with ourselves about what we're facing. You need to be wearing a mask, keeping your distance, and washing your hands. You need to avoid gatherings. You need to get your flu shot. And you need to download and use the COVID Alert app. If you get a positive COVID-19 test result, the first thing you need to do is open your COVID Alert app and enter the one-time code your provincial health authority provides. This will anonymously notify people you may have been in contact with so that they can get tested too. Then go straight home and isolate. Don't stop at the grocery store. Don't stop to say hi to your neighbor in their driveway. Go home. And after you've done all that, call someone you love. A positive test result can be scary. I remember how we felt after Sophie got her results back in March. There's uncertainty and anxiety, but pulling together and following public health guidelines will get us all through this. For
families, parents, and workers, I know that things are difficult, but we can't throw in the towel now. Regardless of how old you are, wear a mask, keep your distance, and wash your hands. Avoid gatherings. Get the flu vaccine and use the Alert COVID app. As we did in the spring, it is together that we will succeed to get through this winter. Our government will do what it has to be there for you, as long as is necessary. And I'd also like to mention that the new support measure that we announced for businesses for rent, salary, help, loans, and support in the case of confinement was adopted by the House of Commons. It is now before the Senate. As the Vice Prime Minister said, we hope that this bill will be adopted quickly so that employers and employees can get the support they need as soon as possible.
I want to end this morning by talking about something else our government is doing to protect you and your family. Earlier today, Minister Baines introduced the new Consumer Privacy Protection Act to give Canadians more control and greater transparency over how companies handle their personal information. This includes allowing people to move their information from one organization to another and the right to have their information deleted. For companies that don't follow the rules, the CPPA gives the Privacy Commissioner order-making power and the highest fines amongst G7 privacy laws.
Today, Minister Baines presented the new Act on privacy measures for individuals to give more control to Canadians and offer them greater transparency around the way businesses use their confidential information. This is a very first on the international scene. This is founded on the work that we already did to protect information and the safety of people online, including with the digital charter that we launched last year. To rebuild a strong and resilient economy, protect jobs, and support small businesses because they're adapting to this new reality. And so we need to make sure that the internet is accessible, reliable, and safe. Thank you.